Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Real men don't apologize for being men. Real men. Because I'm going to tell you a problem out here. You know, it's interesting because I talked about the issues about masculine development out here, how men aren't, many men are dropping out. They don't want to work, don't want to engage with women, don't want to approach women. Shoot, like that. They just going out and, so many people are, they're like wringing their hands over it. And it's like, hey, what to do? But one of the issues is when men actually stand up, sometimes they can catch some trouble. Like the whole thing with patriarchal type of men. Now, yeah, there can be some issues there, somebody going overboard, but what is a patriarch? The leader in the family. That's the man who protects his family and protects his loved ones and everything. That's the man who actively engages with his children. And yeah, there can be some excesses, but there's always excesses in everything. And there's always a bad side to everything. But there's not enough of a good side. There's not enough of a good side. And you have plenty of men out here, they doing all the stuff that, people say is necessary. Like, I'm gonna tell you what, and here's a great example. You'll get some women, they'll get with a guy and say, oh, you gotta be more sensitive. You gotta get in touch with your emotions. You gotta be more cooperative and everything. Okay, and you get some guys who do that. But as I always like to say, what happens at 3 o'clock in the morning? And that woman needs that man to stand up. Or if they're out in public, what does she want going to happen? What does she want to happen if some other guys disrespect her? I actually saw a video like that. A man walking with a woman, another guy walking up, he touching her, and the man didn't do anything. But he was probably nice and sensitive. Meanwhile, some patriarchal dude would have kicked that dude's ass. See, understand something. I'm known for talking about the house of the man. What is the house of the man? That's the warrior. That's the protector and everything. The eagle. That's the thinker. The hunter. That's the one who goes out and gets money, provides. The healer. That's the one who's going to heal those in his presence, his family. All of those things are active. All of those things are needed. That's what a real man does. That's what it means to be a man. Like that real man, he's going to say, hold up, baby. Don't be going out with that on. Now, the woman might be like, yeah, well, I can do what I want and all of that. You're just insecure, all of that. But he already knows a bunch of guys are going to come at her disrespectfully. And then she's going to want that same man who she argued with about wearing certain clothes out in public to go kick those dudes' asses when they come disrespect her. He knows he's doing it in a protective way. Or when that man is, he might be married in a relationship and he say, hold up, baby, we can't be spending money like this. Because he got his ego online and he's saying, hold up, we're trying to save money to take our child to college, to pay for college. Or we got this thing going up. We can't spend money willy-nilly because he's going to see down the road. That's very important because once again, if the money isn't there and then it's like, well, how come it isn't there? Well, I was telling you that you didn't want to, I was telling you we need to save this money. We need to prepare for this because I saw this coming. And I've actually seen situations like that. The woman wants one thing, and then when a man says, well, no, this, and this, she don't want to listen. She wants to buck against it. Then get mad when something comes and say, well, why are you doing things? I did. And in fact, for the fellas, if you get a woman that's not cooperating with you in that manner, you don't need her. It's just that simple. Because you're not just casually seeing ahead. You're looking forward, not just for yourself, but for the family. And I'm going to get into that in a second, just for the family thing. And then the hunter. You get plenty of women, they like, well, we're independent. We don't need all this. But then later on come up talking about, they don't want to work that hard and everything. Why they got to work so hard? And then they want that hunter. And see, and then the healer, shoot, that's the guy that's gonna make love to her, right? You know? Now, if you're a man and you basically, look, here's the thing. A man, yeah, he's gonna do his thing, but what he does is really in protection of the family. It's really in protection of the relationship. He's gonna make sure she's protected. He's gonna look ahead, make sure she and the children are doing all right. He's gonna make sure the family's taken care of, you know? Now, you might not like some things, but see, the man, his very nature is to be responsible, to stand up, to lead. And when I say lead, not be a dictator, the very nature of him is to see the path, to go through, to lead the path, to clear the obstacles. That's what it means to be a man. So if you're a man and you taking, first of all, if you're a man, you taking responsibility, period. Because I'm gonna tell you what, you got families out there who would just extended families would fall apart if you didn't have that one man in there who was responsible, took care of business. People can trust him. See, that's the thing. And if you that type of man, you responsible, you take accountability, you take responsibility, and somebody try to come at you, you'd be like, yeah, this is who I am. What are you gonna do about it? And I'm saying, say it just like that. Because it really is a situation. Somebody's like, they want the man to behave a certain way when it's, you know, when things are going wrong, or when things seemingly are going right, rather. They want to behave a certain way and let them have their way. And he's like, you know, but then when stuff hits the fan, they're wondering why he's not standing up. You know? Because look, I'm going to just be real out here. I don't care who I offend. You got many women behaving like little girls. They're behaving immaturely. But then they want a grown man to handle all the business and handle the problems from it. And then children, of course, need a man to really guide them for life. If you that type of man and you want to be that warrior and everything. You know what? I remember I was in a retreat one time. And the men in there, we had men and women in there, and all the men in there was saying, yeah, what we're going to do, all the men were saying, yeah, we want to provide, protect, take care of the women. And then one woman is like, oh, all this is toxic and everything. We had to check her. Because a lot of times what you get is some women, they just want to do their thing, have their fun and everything. And even some people, even some men who don't stand up, they trying to look at that other man and say, oh, something wrong with her. No, until shit hits the fan, and then you want that man to take care of shit. If you that type of man, you're a real man, you don't apologize for it. You be like, yeah. This is who I am. If you got a problem with it, the fuck you gonna do about it? Because one thing with a man, we gotta be steady. We gotta be steady. All these problems happening out here, a lot of stuff would be different if we had more men to stand up. And yeah, you want to get some women and say, oh, well, this toxic, oh, he's being bossy and shit. Okay, you want my protection? You want me to go out and strain myself to work? You want me to see the danger coming? Hell, you want to be made love to, right? Or well, you want to you're going to accept that he's going to be a man. No time for play. No time for play. If you that type of man, you standing up as a man, don't apologize for it. Because remember, some people going to complain. Some people going to say anything. Just be like, okay, stay the fuck out of my face. Dead serious. And I'm going to say, I'm passionate about this because there's been too many times in my life I had to stand up for other men because they weren't handling their damn business. So if you're a man, you're a real man out here, you following the house of the man, you're going to be that warrior. You're going to be that eagle who can see ahead, that logical, rational thinker. You're going to be that hunter. Ain't nobody going to have to look at you and say, hey, get a job. You're going to be hustling with 2 or 3 jobs. You know, you're going to make sure everybody in your orbit is okay. Don't apologize for that shit. That's what it means to be a man. And more men need to embrace that. We got some men who do embrace that. Hey, salute. Keep standing up. I got your back. You know, be who you're going to be. And like I said, if they don't like it, say, what are you going to do about it? And then if they don't like it, say, you're free to go. Because trust me, they'll come back. Trust me. All right? So anyway, though, you don't apologize. For all the real men out there, don't apologize for it. That's who you are. If somebody don't like it, that's their shit. Tell them to stay the fuck out your way, man. All right? So that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.